Aloha everybody, this is Skytimes and I'm here today to read one of my blog posts for Angie's spoken word blog roundup thingy. First off, I've never done this before, so I'm pretty nervous to do this. I'll try to speak very clear so nobody has any issues with my accent. The blog post I chose is called Comfort Zones, and I chose it for several reasons. First off, it felt very good when I hit publish. Second, it contains a big thank you and loads of my gratitude towards the community and how happy and thankful I am to have you all in my life. And last but not least, with a blog called Comfort Zones, me videotaping myself is such a big leap for me out of my comfort zone that it's quite appropriate that I chose this one. I had to alter the original version a tiny bit because I used loads of brackets and they killed the reading flow. So, a tad different, but we'll have to make do with what we have. So, here we go. Comfort zones. And I start with a quote about what Wikipedia says to the subject. The comfort zone is a behavioral state within which a person operates in an anxiety-neutral condition, using a limited set of behaviors to deliver a steady level of performance, usually without a sense of risk. To step outside a person's comfort zone, they must experiment with new and different behaviors and then experience the new and different responses that then occur within their environment. Pretty dry, but that's how they say it. On to the blog post. The thing about comfort zones, I've always been a person that loved getting out of my comfort zone, like quitting a solid job and start anew, like throwing myself into faraway corners of foreign countries with strange languages. Life outside comfort zones raises my awareness on so many levels. It feels like I learn the most in these situations, whether that may be about life in general or about me in particular. I had to think of an episode many years ago when I was traveling somewhere in Asia. It was a miserable day. I missed my boyfriend back home, had a PMS from hell, a stomach bug, and there seemed to be no single available bed in the whole city. I walked through tropical rain for hours, only interrupted by hectic trips to public bathrooms, drained and in pain, ready to bawl and crawl into a hole. Eventually, a lovely lady took pity and built a makeshift accommodation for me, aka corner in hallway, small mattress, and sarong curtains. That was my comfort zone for the next 24 hours. The rain wouldn't cease at all, but my tension dissolved as soon as I laid down after a warm shower, a hot tea, and a gentle pat on my back. What I'm trying to say? Even if the odds are against you, it doesn't take much to create a comfort zone to ease the chaos. Or at least that's what I thought back then, 23-year-old clueless little me. My son being stillborn and me having to live the fucked up mummyhood of a dead baby mom is clearly the farthest I've been out of my comfort zone, and quite obviously not by choice. I just wanted a life baby, and all I got was a tiny grave with a wee urn and heartbreak as a bonus. Thanks a fucking lot. During previous times of crisis, I've mostly been able to dive into my art, smash as many tiles into little pieces, and then build something out of rubble, cry my eyes out, curse and swear, whine and heal with time. After holding my dead son in my arms, not anymore. Living my new normal was impossible in the first few months. I didn't even know whether I did become a mom. Besides my marriage falling apart, me feeling threatened for my life by my husband's unpredictable rage and drug-filled episodes, I didn't know who I was anymore. The old me was gone in so many ways, buried under rubble, too scared and scarred to do the next step to anywhere better than where I was. Belly empty, mind blank, heart shattered, soul isolated, comfort zilch. This was the state I was in for quite a long time. It took me 1.5 years of life as a leper without a colony until I found some people I could relate to, my ohana. By the way, Angie, thanks for the leper colony post back then. I loved it and I still do. After finding out I'm not alone, being able to voice my fears, tell my story, beam about how cute Sky was, and finally accept the new me that was undeniably not going away anymore, I've finally had the balls and started this blog. For me, that was a big leap out of my comfort zone because it meant admitting and talking about things that hurt like a fucker in a foreign language at that. I can think of a gazillion more fun things to do than to go back to my personal hell, remember painful details, write about fears and trauma. Though it turned out to be the complete opposite. This blog is my comfort zone within the chaos, my bridge, my kitchen table, the place where I can live my mommyhood as freely as I need. Here I can be the artsy, single, traveling tomboy, dead baby mom that I am, sometimes at ease and sometimes clearly not. Here I can share my darkness just as much as my sunshine. Here I can stumble in on a rainy day, crawl in my weak corner of the hotel internet, and immediately feel the tension ease. Someone will pat my back or hand me an ear and a virtual cuppa. And that's more comfort than I ever expected in this new life of mine. That's priceless, and I want to thank you all for it.